I wanted to make a film by the end of my second year in college, and I was thinking the easiest way to make a film would be in my own house. And then I thought, what would happen? Like it's a modern house that I live in at the moment, and I was thinking, what would happen if I brought a really old-fashioned character into a modern environment, and what atmosphere would that give the film, and what would people's thoughts be about that? So I just got the play, I had a read of it, I changed a lot of the dialogue because Michael's character, like, it's just Michael and Kathleen and the young woman. In the original it's like a family conversation, but I just had to change a lot of the dialogue so Michael is talking to Kathleen herself. So I had to change the dialogue, update it especially for Michael, left it old-fashioned for Kathleen, and then I wanted to bring the young Kathleen into the film because they only allude to her like outside the window. She has the walk of the Queen and all that, so I thought that was interesting, and I was wondering why didn't they develop the young Kathleen. So what I wanted to do was just how would she talk to Michael, how would she interact with Michael, and I changed her dialogue. She tends to talk like Michael, but she's not really there yet. So it was kind of a mix between what old Kathleen would say and what a young woman would say. So all these different possibilities for a film, a modern film in this house, really got me writing the script. And then I wrote a story alongside writing the script so I could go into the characters' heads and their thoughts, which you can't really do in a script. And then I decided to shoot the actual film just before the end of my college year. And at the moment we only have 3 main shots to do for the film. So we're, 3/4 there.
Okay, why did you choose to shoot in black and white?
This is interesting. At the same time I was studying Kathleen Houlihan, we were studying film noir in film studies, and I really liked the style of film noir, the low-key lighting, which makes these really harsh shadows, and the effect of the light coming through blinds, and like the shadows that cast on the wall and how it lights their face, the effects on the character's face. So I thought if I took the style of film noir and brought it to a modern film, it's kind of like bringing back an old style as well as bringing back the old character, but in a modern setting. So hopefully they'll work together, the old style in the modern setting. I don't know, I'll have to see. We did shoot the whole film in colour though, just in case at the last minute I feel we should have in colour. But no, when I always imagined it, it was black and white. Just the picture of Kathleen had to be black and white, and it's kind of in black and white in a modern house. Again, you're bringing an old style into the modern environment.
What, Yeats and Lady Gregor were saying back in the day that, Ireland has this sort of apathetic, disaffected youth who don't really care about the country.
Okay.
Do you feel that's an issue again today by retelling the film, by retelling the story? How do you feel about that?
Well, I try not to emphasise that much. I try not to make a statement. I mean, it's just an idea in my head. But yeah, apathy towards Ireland and Irish culture. That's what Lady Gregory W. Yeats were trying to combat, like with literature and drama. And I'm not with this film. I'm trying to say like, okay, Ireland does have culture and Ireland does have myth and folklore, and it can be used today. It can be used in modern films. But I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there that we have this past and we have our own stories and our own ideas.
You wouldn't think that kind of runs the risk of Ireland being kind of culturally stereotyped, the idea going back to those old myths and legends?
Well, the stereotype does have have truth. I mean, Ireland has so much, is rich in folklore, rich in legends and myths, and you don't see it much on film, on screen. So like, it can be used. Like viewers don't see that on film. Like it's only in our poetry and it's in our literature and plays, but not on film. So I don't see there's any harm really in bringing that onto film. It's just an idea.
Okay, tell us a little bit about how you got your cast and crew together, how all that came about.
Well, I decided to just put up casting calls around college, especially in the arts building for Drama Society, Film Society, maybe people involved with CTN or other media societies. I put them on the pages as well, the society pages. And I got some auditions, some were good. A lot came from Michael. Nobody came for either Kathleen or the young woman. So I decided to take a step further and put a casting call on an actor's website called Crooked House. And within an hour, I was like, my email account was flooded with people interested in it and showing their enthusiasm for it. So that worked. I wasn't worried at all about casting because so many people were interested in Michael and casting herself. So then I held auditions over 4 days. The toughest was Michael because so many guys auditioned for Michael and they were all really, really good. And then for Kathleen, it was very easy to cast her because 2 women came to play Kathleen. Karen came, who, like, it took us a while to actually get into the audition because she had already read the story. She had so many ideas for Kathleen. We discussed it. She was really enthusiastic, and I thought that there would be little work had to be done there. Like, she already understood the character. And the other person who auditioned for it, like, she was good. She was great she was convincing as Kathleen, but I wasn't getting the enthusiasm and, you know, as I was getting from Karen. So that was easy to cast. Karen's the character of Kathleen was really easy. And then for the young woman, it's funny because all the girls came on the exact same day. For her, they didn't come the 3 days before, they all came the last day, and all one after another, like, and it was really difficult, like, they were all very good. A lot of them had studied drama, went to theatre school, and the really impressive CVs. So I decided to choose Fionnuala as the young Kathleen because she had the same. Well, first of all, she had the same hair as Karen. It was same length, same colour. I was like, fine, no need for dye, no need for a wig. That's sorted. But also because I don't know, her facial expressions were just perfect for the young woman.
Okay, so the script, its source material is Anglo-Irish drama, so obviously it's not particularly, cinematic format. You already talked about the influence of film noir on the lighting and cinematography. Were there any other kind of directors or, cinematographers who inspired you for the film? And kind of really drove you?
Not sure about directors. I love the style of German expressionism because it's like film noir, but it's more extreme darks and extreme whites, and you see a lot of that in like Nosferatu and well, like Tim Burton uses that as well in his films. So I was thinking, that style would make an old Anglo-Irish play cinematic. I don't know any like modern films today that have influenced it. I think it's more of just how I imagined it in my head. I mean, she holds a lantern. That's giving light on her face. That's against the background. That's entirely black. So just that image really influenced the entire style of it. I mean, just keep to the black and the light. But yeah, I think it's more of a visual style than actual director's influence.
Just on a final note, how are you planning to distribute the film? Are you going to enter any festivals? When might we see this film soon?
Okay, well, first of all, we need a premiere to bring back the cast and the crew and everyone else who was involved during the shooting days, just to have a look at it first. And if the response is good, like if people like the film, then that will push me to enter it into festivals. Hopefully, as many festivals as I can, and then I think if it gets through in the festivals, there will be no need to have an official premiere, because like everyone can invite their family and their friends to watch the festival, get the cinema experience of it. So that's the plan at the moment. Hopefully a festival will have it and show it, and I'll be happy with that. I mean, all I want to see is the film on a screen and the audience's response to it. That's all that I'm looking for.